ஒருத்தி மகனாய் பிறந்து ஓரிரவில் ஒருத்தி மகனாய் ஒளித்து வளர தரிக்கிலான் ஆகி தான் தீங்கு நினைந்த கருத்தை பிழைப்பித்து கஞ்சன் வயிற்றில் நெருப்பெண்ண நின்ற நெடுமாலே உன்னை அறுத்தித்து வந்தோம் படை தருதியாகில் திருத்தக்க செல்வமும் சேவகமும் யாம் பாடி வருத்தமும் தீர்ந்து மகிழ்ந்தேலோ ரெம்பாவாய்.
அஸ்மத் குரு பரம்பராயை நமஹ. श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि नीलादुंगस्तनगिरिदडी शुद्धमुद्बोध्य कृष्णं पारार्त्यं स्वं सिद्धि सदशिरस् सिद्धमध्यापयन्ति सोच्छिष्टायां सृजनिगलिदं याबलात् कृतभुङ्क्ते कोदा तस्यै नम इदमिदं भूय एवास्तु भूयः. அன்னவயல் புதுவை ஆண்டாள் அரங்கற்க பண்ணு திருப்பாவை பல்பதியம் இனிஷையால் பாடிக் கொடுத்தாள் நற்பாமாலை பூமாலை சூடிக் கொடுத்தாளை சொல்லு சூடிக் கொடுத்த சுடர்கொடியே தொல்பாவை பாடி அருளவல்ல பல்வளையாய் நாடினே வெங்கடவுக்கு என்னை விதி என்ற இம்மாற்றம் நம் கடவா வண்ணமே நல்கு. ஆண்டாள் திருவடிகளே சரணம். எம்பெருமானா திருவடிகளே சரணம். சிறுன்றுதோப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஒருத்தி மகனாய் பிறந்தே ஓரிரவில் ஒருத்தி மகனாய் ஒளித்து வளர தரிக்கிலானாகி தான் தீங்கி நினைத்த கருத்தை பிழைப்பித்த கஞ்சன் வயிற்றில் நெருப்பென்ன நின்ற நெடுமாலே உன்னை அறுத்தித்து வந்தோம் பறை தருதியாகில் திருத்தக்க செல்வமும் சேவகமும் யாம் பாடி வருத்தமும் தீர்ந்து மகிழ்ந்தேலோ ரெம்பாவாய். Today we will enjoy the 25th Pasuram of Thiruppavai. As usual, we will concentrate on the Swavadesam, the inner meaning of Thiruppavai from the angle of Prabhati Sastram. In the last Pasuram, Andri Uvalagam Alandai, it was a tone of Mangala Sasranam to the Bhagavan. In this Pasuram, Andal is expressing thanks to the Sastras. Sastras which are undeniable authority, proof, pramanam, that reveal the Bhagavan correctly and uniquely. Sastra means here Shruti, Smriti, Idihasa, Purana, Agama. So all of them put together is the one. She is praying and showing her gratitude. ஒருத்தி மகனாய் பிறந்தே. ஒருத்தி means celebrated Veda and Vedanta. When we say ஒருத்தி is the great one, not an one, but is a great one. Vedas are abhorshayam, authorless, not created by any person. Nitya nirdoshatvam, eternally flawless, no handicap bias from the creator or the author. Esha dosha ragidha magidha purani. Kurattarvan says that one. They are the rule book indicating Bhagavan, undisputed authority, highest pramana. Bhagavan is the highest prameyam, which we want to understand. To show him the highest pramana is Shruti. When we say Shruti, Vedam, Vedantam, the Veda Siras is also Shruti Sirasi Vidipte, as it says, Vedantam Upanishad also included. So Uruti means Vedas and Vedantas. Maganai means the Lord that is shining all over those Vedas, who has been celebrated, glorified in the Vedas. As Lord Krishna says, Vedaischa Sarvam Aham Eva Vedyaha. Only through Vedas I can be realized. That means Pratyaksham and Anumanam, those kind of Pramanam are secondary. Only Sabda Pramanam is the highest one. From Vedas, I am the only one to be understood. Sarva Veda Pradhana Pradibhatyan. The primarily explained Bhagavan in all of them is only Sriman Narayana. Maganai means in all those Vedas, Brahman is talked about that one. So Urutti Magan means Bhagavan Sriman Narayana is talked to so superior, in all parts of the Veda. Bhagavan can be understood only by Vedas, and Vedas indicate only Bhagavan, nothing else. As we have seen earlier in Utramudayai, so all parts of the Bhagam, Purvabhagam, Uttarabhagam, Purvabhagam when it says Karma, Uttarabhagam when it says about Brahman, all of them indicates only Sriman Narayana. Bhagavan is born out of the Vedas. That is what we are saying. Born means here shining, lustre, prakasam and everything. So we saw in the first Brahma Sutra, Adadho Brahma Jigyasa. Karmagandam is not telling you who is the final God giving all this palan. Then therefore we explore the Brahman. The next question comes, what is this Brahman? Who is this Brahman? What does it do? When you ask that one, Janmatyasya yadaha, Janmadi asya yadaha, from which all the birth and everything happens. So Brahman is Jagat Karanagan. Sat, that the Brahman is defined, is a cause, protector and Sarva Swami. Karanatvam, Rakshagatvam, Seshitvam. We learned all this through Agaram. In the last class we discussed that one. And now the Brahman is understood only through Sastras. Sastra Yonitvat. Because the scripture, that is the source of knowledge, that is the correct source of knowledge. Upanishad is a means to understand the Aradhya Devada, Sriman Narayana. When we say Sastras, please you have to understand, it is Shruti, Smriti, Idigasa, Purana, Agama Sastra, all of them put together. Uritti Maganai Pirande. Uritti means Veda, Vedanta. Magan means the Pradipatya Devada, Sriman Narayana. Uritti Maganai Pirande. That Bhagavan Sriman Narayana is talked to superior on all the Vedas. Pirande, born out of that Lord. Bhagavan told many Shastras through his own divine mouth. Uritti Magan is Pradipatya Devan, Sriman Narayana. Pirande, what is born out of him? Uritti is a Veda Vedantam. Magan is Bhagavan. Pirande is from his mouth born out. What is it? So many of them has come from him. Bhagavad Gita, Uddhava Gita, Pancharatra Shastram, everything. So the Pancharatra Shastram is one we are talking here. Originally it was told by Sriman Narayana at the beginning of the Krita Yuga, first Yugam. And then later on the fame and the glory of that somewhat it was hidden. So before the Kali Yugam, at the end of the Dwapara Yugam, it is re-established again. Kamapyatyam Gurum Vadne Kamala Grhamedinam Pravaktachandasam Vakta Pancharatra Swayam. The first Guru, matchless Emperman, during the last period, taught the Pancharatra Shastra by his own mouth. So, let's get understand first what is this Pancharatra Shastra. Mantra, Tantra, Yantra, three of them there. Mantra, starting from the root word man, that means mind. Tantra, tan, basically physical body, power and everything. Agama Shastras are called Tantra. Technique, theory and model is a procedure part. Body posture, prostrating, folding hands, purification of the body, fasting, all of them are explained over here. Both body and mind put together and offered to Bhagavan. Agama is called Sadhana Shastra, realization. It governs the temple worships, rituals at home, all of them how you have to perform is told in the Agama Shastra. There are so many different Agama Shastras here. We are looking at the Vaishnava Agama Shastra, which is Pancharatra and Vaikhanasa. Especially Pancharatra here. Pancharatra Agama has got a Vedic origin. Even though it is told by the Bhagavan, it has got the Vedic origin. It's based on Ekayana Shaga of the Shukla Yajurveda. The validity of the Pancharatra Shastra is established again when it was told originally in the Krita Yuga. When it has lost its fame, it was re-established by Yamunacharya Alavandar Swami in the Agama Prabhanyam. Later on by Bhagavat Ramanuja in Sri Bhashyam and Gita Bhashyam. Later, more unequivocally, Vedanta Deshika says in the Pancharatra Raksha. In all these things, it is established Pancharatra Shastra is a unrefutable, unique pramana that goes along with the Shruti. ஓர் இரவில் ஒருத்தி மகனாய் ஒளித்து வளர. Some philosophers try to discredit the authority, pramanyam of this Pancharatra Shastra. They were trying to give the wrong interpretation. They tried to falsify Pancharatra against Brahma Sutra and Vedas. At that time, Bhagavan was not shining because the other people were telling all the wrong things. Olittu valara. At least to the eyes of the world, even though Pancharatra is great, it was not accepted widely. There are falsifying reports were everywhere by the different philosophers. So it has to be re-established during the Kali Yuga. Our Acharyas faced the challenges and proved the opponents were wrong. Re-establish the purity of the Pancharatra Shastra. There's a sloka in Mahabharata, Bhishma Parva, it says, Pancharatra rules established by Sankarshana at the end of the Dwapara Yuga and beginning of the Kali Yuga, through which Archana and Kaingarya can be done to the Bhagavan. What is the apparent conflict on the Pancharatra Shastra? In Sribhashyam, second Adhyayam, second Padam, Utpadya Sambhavadikaranam. In that one, it deals that. Let me make it very simple. Bhagavan himself made this one, but some people deny it's a pramanyam. It's not the right proof. Pancharatra Shastra says Bhagavan is the Parama Karanagan, is the first cause. Vasudevat Sankarshno Nama Jivo Jayadam. That is a line comes in the Pancharatra Shastra. From Vasudeva, a Jivan called Sankarshnan was born. From Sankarshnan is Pradyumnan is born. From Pradyumnan, Aniruddhan is born. They argue Vasudeva Sankarshno Nama Jivo Jayade. Pancharatra speaks Jiva Utpatti. But Vedas declare Jivas are eternal. You cannot make a Jiva, you cannot destroy Jiva. And Pancharatra, when you say that one, Sankarshnan creates the Jiva, that means you are contradicting with the Vedas. So Pancharatra has to be discarded, rejected. That is what they were saying. Bhagavat Ramanuja establishes the Pramanyam. The error arises, critics are misreading. Jiva Surupa Utpatti is not there. Okay? What they are saying is, Vyugamurti, Paravasudevan comes as a Vyuga Vasudevan. From the Vyuga Vasudevan, Sankarshnan, Pradyumnan, Aniruddhan, they are all emanations. Avadharas are happening from the Paravasudevan. Sankarshnan is just a Jiva Abhimani Devada. From Vyuga Vasudevan, the Jiva Abhimani Devada, that somebody is responsible for the Jivan, that is a Sankarshnan, was born. From Sankarshnan, Manasir, called the Pradyumnan is born. From Pradyumnan, Akangaram, called Aniruddhan is born. All these are, when you are saying Sriman Narayana came as a Rama, came as a Krishna, came as a Varaga, means each one is not the Jivan, is a Utpatti. It is the Avadharam. Similarly, there is no production Utpatti here. Pancharatra Shastra is in sync with the Shruti saying that one, it is all the Avadhara, emanations happening over there. Olittu valara. Bhagavan is revealed nicely in Pancharatra Shastra, but he remained hidden, Olittu, for a time when his greatness is not manifested. Tharikkilanagi thaan thengi ninaitha karuttai pizhappitha kanjan vayittril. Tharikkilanagi, cannot tolerate. Thaan thengi ninaitha, thinking of doing evil things. Karuttai pizhappithi, make that thought go waste. Make that one, pulverize that thought. Karuttai pizhappithu kanjan vayittril. Who are the kanjan? The people who have the asuyai. Asuya means jealous, intolerance, envy, malice. They were trying to equate Lord Sriman Narayana to other lower devadas. Kanjan means people who are jealous of Sriman Narayana's unique superiority. Those who deny the Pramanyam, they cannot able to bear his Paratvam. Filled with Asuyai, envy. Some even equate him to lower Devadas, refusing to acknowledge his superiority. They are saying worshipping Sriman Narayana only shows narrow-mindedness, while worshipping other Devadas shows broad-mindedness. So, it has to be established correctly, Punaruddharanam, that has to be represented, was told first in the Krita Yuga, faded away, Bhagavan resurrected in Kali Yuga through the Acharyas. Vedas completely declare Narayana Param Brahma Tattvam Narayana Paraha. So the Vaishnavas follows the Lord Narayana, but that does not mean they disrespect others. One should not assume the prince and pauper are the same. Govinda Bhattar, who was a cousin of Bhagavad Ramanuja and was once misled by some people, he happened to go to Kalahasti and start praying to the Anya Devadas. At that time, Bhagavad Ramanuja sent his uncle to go and correct this Govinda Bhattar. Devam Yeppurulum Padaikka, Puvil Nan Muganai Padaikka, Devan Yemberumanekallal, Puvum Pushanayum Tagume. A Pasuram from Nammalva. It says, Lord Sriman Narayana is a Jagat Karanagan. He created everything including Brahma. When he is there, is it fair to worship other Devadas? Govinda Bhattar immediately realized his mistake and he said it's not fair. Tagade, and he corrected himself. Only Emberuman, Sriman Narayana, is fit for Aradhana. All others are not. Aradhyam, prostration, puja, everything, Bhagavan is the only one eligible. Dhyanam, puja, studi, parayanam, namaskaram, pranamam, smaranam, namucharanam, aradhanam. All of them goes only to Rajadirajan, Sriman Narayana only. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, right after the Charana Slokam, idam te nadabaskaya, na bhaktaya gadachana, na cha sushuve vachyam, na chamam yopyasuyadi. Hey Arjuna, I told you all these things. Do not tell this stuff to the unfit people. Those who are without any tapas, without any bhakti, without any service to Acharya, or those who are filled with asuya. Asuya means finding fault with the good qualities. Tan tingininaita parama pramanyam is Pancharatra Sastra. For that, finding faults and try to discredit its supremacy, saying Pancharatra Pramanyam is not correct when they say that, that has to be removed. That has to be squashed. Karuttai Prepitti, that intention was destroyed, proved it is wrong. Our Acharya eradicated and perverted views, everything is completely buried. Only the views, not the people. Understand? Nothing personal here. The distortion caused by them is removed. Bhagavan did not destroy. Bhagavan did not destroy the enemy. Only their arguments are there. The karuthu, wrong karuthu, that is idea. Karuttai piழைப்பித்து, that is why she puts over karuttai பிழைப்பித்து, kanjan vayitril nerippennan endra nedumale. Just like Krishna destroyed Kamsa, here also the false arguments are destroyed, exposing their flaws, preventing them from rising. In Ramanuja Nutrandad it says, Natiya Nijat Samayangal Mandana, Narananai Katiya Vedam Kaliputradhi, protectors of Veda. When Vedas and Sastras are obscured, who gets really trembling? Veda itself is trembling. Sadhu Janas, all the good people, oh, this is what is happening to Vedas, they start trembling. Vadiyar mannum tarukkachirikil marai kulaya, Sadhu Janangal adanga nadanga, Tanitaniye Adiyana Vagai, Arana Desigar Satrinar, Nampudamarum Thirumadudan, Ninda Purananaye. Paradevada Paramatyadigaram, Swami Desigan says, Marai Kulaya, Vedas got damaged. Sadhu Janangal Adanga, sadhus and elders, they really started yielding and bowing. Tanik Taniye Adi, each madam, they give their own god. Pasubada Madam gives Pashubadi Sivan. Yoga Madam gives Brahma. Shakta Madam, Shakti. Ganada Madam, Ganabadi. Everybody tells their own Brahman. Arana Deshigar Sati, our Acharyas who follows the Vedas correctly, Nam Podamarum Tirumadudan Indra Puranani, they established Sriman Narayana. That Narayana who never separated from Lakshmi is the Jagat Karanagan. See Visita Narayanan, Veda Vedanta Pradipatyan. He is the one who is told over there. And that is what Pancharatra Shastra is saying. Nedumale. Here Mal means one is very affectionate. Nedumal means extremely superior person who is very affectionate to you. The Paratvam is having so much of affection and love on you. That is what. So with that one, Bhagavan himself did the nirasanam of the wrong arguments, perverted things. He himself resurrected the Pancharatra Shastram. Unnai aritittu vando. Aritittu means request. Here we have to be very nicely, the last few lines, very beautifully she has put, we have to interpret correctly. Aritittu vando means request. She says, we came to request you. Unnai aritittu vando. You have to read that one. Unnaye aritittu vando. The key word here, we are requesting you as a reward. Sarvam vachanam savadharanam idi nyayehi. That's a proverb. Savadharana means restricted, limited. So, there is no necessity for evagaram here. You can assume that wherever it is appropriate. Lord, we are requesting you, only you as the final reward. Unnai aritittu vandom means unnaye aritittu vandom. Unnidam aritittu vandom. We are not coming here praying for something you have to bless us with. That is not the one. We are coming here and asking only you, not anything from you. That is what. So, very beautifully she has put here, both the Ubayam and Palan are the same. Very nicely she says on that one. Charanau, in the Dvayamantaram we say, Charanau, Tiruvadigalayye, both the feet. That's what we are saying. But the Charanau, when he says only that, how do you know that? Namalvar says, Kadalgal Avaye Sharanaga Konda Kurugur Shadagopan. Only that. That's what it means. Ubayam and Palan is only one Bhagavan. Both Ubayam and Palan. This shows Lord Sriman Narayana is a means and he is also the ends. Ubaya Pala Aikyam. Palanai Kodupadal Ubayam. Because it gives you the rewards. Ubayam, because it gives you the rewards. Palanagave agiradal. Anubhava prapyatvam. Means that itself, the Ubayam itself becomes the rewards. Not something unnai arittitam unnidatil arittitu. It is not that one. Praying you as the final. Parai tarudiyagil. If you give the Paripurna Brahmanubhavam. Tirithakka Shelvamam. Shelvam means wealth. What is wealth? Menmai Purindiya Aishwaryam. Priyavachan Pillai writes that one. So, ordinary mundane wealth, it is not the one we are asking. Kaingarya Selvam. We ask not the other benefits for you. Ubaya Palan, both of them same you. That is what we are asking. Bhagavat Anubhava Janida. Nitya Kinkaro Bhavani, all those kind of things, Parai, we are asking that. Anubhavam, when it is full, the safety valve has to open up. When the safety valve open up, that leads to Kainkaryam. Parama Purushartham, Paripurna Brahmanubhavam, Anubhavatirku Pokku Veedu, that is Kainkaryam. So when it is bottled up so much, you cannot stand that one, the pressure. The safety valve opens up, that says Kangeryam. Idhavadu seyyatuma. When we ask that one, that is what? Anubhavam is so complete, filled up, and it is bursting out as Kangeryam. So, here the Kangeryam what we receive, as Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, yoga kshemam vahamyaham. Yogam means wealth. Kshemam means that kind of wealth has to stick permanently. கிடைத்த கைங்கரியங்கள் நிலைக்க வேண்டுமாகில். That's what it says. Yogam, கைங்கரிய செல்வம். Kshemam, that has to be permanent. That is what we are asking. What is that one? Samsara vidudalai, that is the permanent one we are asking. By asking liberation from the birth-death cycle. Ananya bhaktihi. Parai, here means Tiruttakka Chelvamum Parai. Exalted with Lakshmano, Lakshmi Sambannaha. What is the biggest wealth for us? Kaingaryam. Service to Sriman Narayana is the true nature of the Atma. That is the true wealth for the Jiva. The Jivatma is called Kaustuba Ratna, fitting on Perumal's chest. Purudan Manivaramaga, Swami Deshan says in Tamil Prabandham. In the Ubodkadam in Srimad Ragasatra Sarami says, Manivaraiva Shaurehe, Nityakirtyopi Jivaham, Kalusha Madhura Vindan, Kingaratva Dirajyam, Manivaraiva Shaurehe. Bhagavan keeps that Kaustuva Ratnam on his chest, where Sri Mahalakshmi is also sitting. Such an high status he gives for this Jivatma. The Parai, what we are seeking is the Paripurna Brahmanu Bhavam, the eternal bliss at Moksham to stay permanently for us. We go there, enjoy that one, but one day don't tap on our shoulder and send you down. Najapunara Vartare, Anavredde Shabdad, as the Sibhashya meant, Najapunara Vartare was told in a Chandogya Upanishad, Anguponavan Tirumbodille, the one who went to the Moksham, he never returns back based on karma. Varuttamum Tirnde Maginde. Again, another beautiful word that she has used that one, it has to be interpreted properly. Varuttamam Tinde Anishta Nivritti Maginde Ishta Prapti. One complements the other. Bad things should go away means good things are coming. Why do we have to say that one? One indicates the other when it is. Let us say when you buy a home, the price went down. You say my losses has to be recovered. Your losses has to be recovered means you should make profit. One tells the other. Dirghayushman Bhava, when we say that one. Dirgha Sumangali Bhava, we say that one. When you say Dirgha Sumangali Bhava, that husband Dirghayush is also included. Why both we are? There is something called Bhavantara Abhavadigal. Non-existence of one shows the existence of something else. For example, let's say in the Mulamantra Adhikaram, Swami Deshan very clearly indicates over here, Moksham, some say Anishtam removal, not a new happiness is created. Bad things removal only is called Anishta Nivritti Moksham. Nayayika Madam that says that one. They call Pashana Kalpam. Moksham is Pashana Kalpam. Mukta Dasai is like a stone. Your bad things are removed. Samsaram, no sadness. But nobody says there's a happiness is going to come. So, Anishta Nivritti alone is not enough. Maginde, the Ishta Prapti has to come. If this itself is everything, then why we have to tell Anishta Nivritti? So, Anishta Nivritti, let's say Maginde, that's alone we are telling. Not Varuttavantinde. Maginde, when you say that one, why we had to say Anishta Nivritti? Maginde alone would not give you that one? No, it is not. See, when we say Swargam, you do the Yagam and you get the Swargam. But that Swargam, what you are getting is mixed with some kind of a Dukkam. Let me give an analogy. The weekend is very good, very happy, no work, relaxing. But when the Sunday afternoon comes, even though the weekend is there, but you get sad. Why? It is going to be over. So, you are still in the happiness, but that's a sadness is also coming. That is why both of them has to be told correctly to establish the true nature. Swami Deshan in the Mulamantra Adhikaram explaining the Ashtaksharam, he is saying, in the Moksham, Anishta Mishratvam is not there, not even an iota. Even on Friday evening or Saturday evening or Sunday evening, not even an iota of sadness comes over there. Sevagamam. When we say Sevagamam means we praise for the Bhagavad Bhagavata Kaingaryam, Anubhavam. Varuttamam Tinde Anishta Nivritti, Maginde Ishtaprapatti. So Andal clearly expresses both together removal of the obstacles and attainment of the desired goal. In essence, in this Pasuram, Andal thanking the Vedas, Upanishads, Smritis, Pancharatra Shastra because they show the Bhagavan correctly. It refutes the denial of the people who are saying Pancharatra Shastra is not a Pramanyam. Establishes Sriman Narayana as the Paradevada. In the closing prayer, she says, we don't seek anything else, just you, only you, and eternal Kaingaryam born out of the Paripurna Brahmanabhavam. Kavidarke Simaya Kalyana Gunasaline, Simade Venkadesaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha, Simade Nakamanta Mahadeshigaya Namaha, Andal Thiruppavai Sharanam.